Nightmare Band. Oh shit, still going. Alright, I'm gonna go outside because this guy just doesn't know how to be quiet today. I don't know what the deal is. How you been?
I mean, out here, pretty good. Outside of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, have you been out in the, you stay with the, out there, or you been staying out there?
I've been out here for the last, 3 weeks.
Oh, basically before
I live in Austin. But as soon as South by canceled, basically I've been...
With Savannah, right?
Well, no, yeah, in Austin I live with Sav and Trey and Tony.
Well, that's cool. Well, so, what's... Yes, okay. We're back. Yeah, see, you're in the country, so it's going to be one of those weird things, but it could still be tight.
Yeah, the country is sick. I've just been recording a bunch and just doing stuff out here.
Yeah?
You go on walks and stuff. There's a pond.
How was everything before the corona happened for you?
Nuts. Well, we were going straight into South by and, announcing all our shows, working on promotion, getting flyers done, our artist profiles done, and we announced probably a month before South by, and the week before, whenever they canceled officially. I was like, this is going down, I know it. I had already heard about it, because my family lives abroad, and...
Oh, really? They live over there, you're saying?
They live in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
But they travel for a living a lot, and that means canceled flights a long time ago, months ago. So, luckily everybody's safe, but everybody at first was kind of scattered, just stranded in different places. Now they're all back home. But, yeah, it's been wild. This has all been super crazy.
Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah, my bank account's negative $41 right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Luckily, we didn't suffer any cost damages for South by, which was what, my main concern. Getting, the only thing we had spent on was food for a show, and we had, a private party planned out here, and all of the food we got, it was a 200 cap people, but still that's a lot of food. So now we're eating all of it, which kind of prepared us, but, it was also a cost, but yeah.
Yeah.
South by getting canceled sucked, just like all the work we had put into for months, but right around now is when everything's flipping over. I feel like my mind has changed a lot from in the past 3 weeks. It's been a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure. Well, so what is it that you, for those who don't know, what is it that you do exactly with, what is Secret Soup?
So Secret Soup is my record label / everything for musicians and the community. We just try to help musicians grow in our community in whatever way we can, which it started out by just being 3 of my friends and I, just wanting to have shows with our friends' bands, and we were all starting out, hadn't really played any of the venues or anything, and this was 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and 2 years ago, and then I eventually started working with you on the house show scene with the Bird Barn, and that's where Secret Soup really came to light. Our first show was at Sahara Lounge, but that was one show, and the next 5 shows were or 15 shows. That's my friend Nicole. She's also super helpful with Secret Soup, and I love her. I love you, Nicole.
The first 5? Anyway, the next 5?
The first, I think it was I don't know how many shows we did together. It was so many at that original Bird Barn house barn with the PA and really from the most DIY. We were you were putting on the shows, and I was managing all the social media and events and promoting and stuff, and we just worked and helped each other learn the other side of things and just sprouted from there, which is really cool because you've grown a shit ton, dude. I don't know how you do it, but you're amazing. You're just such a kind person and such a lovable person that who wouldn't want to work with you? And you get shit done. You're good at it.
Yep. Well, thank you. But this isn't about me. This is about, what about you, though? You're pretty badass, too, there, bud.
So, yeah, we put a bunch of shows together. It was really cool. And then the Electric Church hit me up whenever Levi was handling business there. And he was like...
Rest in peace.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
I love Levi. Levi has been a huge mentor. Also, Sean. It's just this community is full of people who are willing to help and do stuff together, and it's so cool. But he pretty much took me under his wing, and I was just still a baby on all of this. I think I wasn't even 21, and I was like, yeah, I'll help you do stuff if you let me. And he gave me like Tuesdays or something. He was like, you can book. Oh, fuck me, Papa. He was like,
they would never open.
You can book Tuesdays, or maybe it was Thursdays. I feel like it wasn't that bad. I don't know, but it was like
Tuesday.
Maybe a Wednesday,
or maybe Wednesday.
Yeah. It might have been Wednesday, and I started doing like the ladies' nights jams with him, and hosting karaoke and stuff. And we just started doing really cool, fun stuff. The open jams in general.
You did that at Swan Dive?
No, that was a church. This was all a church. With Levi.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So like, for like 6 months, for almost a year, I was like, working with Levi. Oh, damn.
Hi.
Hello.
What's she doing? I want to be on TV.
I love her. Yeah, I worked with Levi for a while and I stage managed at Saturnalia. I worked whatever job they needed me to do. I knew I was just like a person that knew kind of everything, and I was just around to do stuff, which was really cool because I got to learn so much. And
really fast.
Yeah. And I have a background in audio, so I did sound at the Electric Church for a while. Every time they went on tour with the Sun Machine, I was like sound guy designated for life until they were back. But it was super fun because it was just like, it felt like I was really helpful, which I loved, and I got to learn a bunch because whenever they needed anything, I was like, oh, I know how to do this. I know those people. I know this stuff. I know how this works. So that was cool. I learned a lot.
That's awesome. Well, so
since family. And then Sean.
Yeah.
Yes, it's distracting, Nicole. And then Sean from Swan Dive hit me up and was like, hey, he met me at Saturnalia before I met you or anybody, like 3 or 4 years ago. The first Saturnalia. Yeah, I was doing sound, I was doing monitors.
Did we not know each other the first time? I mean, we went to the first one. I remember that. Whoa, that's weird, but I don't think maybe I met you, but I don't remember like meeting you. Because when I was working there, I didn't know anybody. Like, I didn't know that the scene existed. Pretty much I just heard of some of these bands. And I knew like the bigger names. I was just working like audio. Like Mystic River or Mystic, what was it called?
Mystic Braves.
Mystic Braves, Mystic River.
Yeah. And like I was just there with my school as like a sound person for my internship. And I was in front of house and I met all these awesome people. Like everybody was there and I didn't know anybody. So it was really hard for me to like keep up with anybody. And the only person I actually talked to and got contact with was Sean. Everyone else was just kind of like, I'm meeting 1,000 people today. What is going on? But all these people are so cool. How do I find them again? And then Sean and I stayed. We became really good friends because we stayed till the end, taking the stage apart and packing everything up, and got to the church after party at like almost 4 a.m.
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah, that's what, like, I was just there to set up audio shit, and suddenly all these amazing people in this whole community was just there in front of me. I was like, what the fuck? But it was really cool. and I saw all the bands that I now love. Annabelle Chairlegs played, the fucking Koloss played. That was really cool.
Oh yeah. Well, so what's happened since then? I mean, you know, like since then you've grown into all of this. You know, you've done a lot. You've done a lot since then.
Yeah, a lot has happened. I don't know. Everything just kind of came it just came as it did, and I took on the journey. Like, eventually, after working with you and Levi for like a year, Sean was like, "Hey, I'll give you the third Friday of every month at Swan Dive." So like, I started doing house shows. Then I did like Wednesdays and Thursdays at church, and then I got a Friday. You know, I grew up. So that was like. And it was monumental for us. We were like, what? Dude, no way. It was just Jason, me, and his band, like, going to run some errands or something. And we were just stoked that we had a Friday. And Jace was like, dude, it was actually Jace's idea to do the acid test. He was like, dude, let's do an acid test. And I was like, fuck yeah. And so we started doing it and just picking the lineups together. And pretty much our whole goal with Secret Soup has always been to combine bands that have, like, work really hard, have amazing music, or doing the thing but haven't really gotten known, to play with other bands that are really big or have a bigger name or a bigger following, and that way those that, you know, match up so that those other bands that haven't been able to break the system or whatever can just get introduced into that, you know, and I feel like that's how a lot of the Austin scene works. It's just like little step-by-step things that
everybody helps each other, you know? It's
exactly,
like, you know, like the bigger, I've noticed a lot of the bigger bands kind of reach out to the smaller bands in a way too sometimes, so.
Yeah, A Giant Dog is amazing at that. They are the ones who got Nolan and the OCs in contact, and they got Blood to open for them a bunch so that they would get more known, and it's really cool to see that happen.
Yeah, that's really neat. Well, so what are your plans with this whole Secret Soup thing, you know? Like, what's on the agenda?
That's the hard one. I don't know. I don't even know, right? We honestly haven't sat down to discuss anything. I've just kind of been letting everybody breathe this in for a second, since we still don't know anything, and we still have no idea what's really going to happen and how everybody will be affected. And, you know, it's everything that we know can change so fast right now. So we're just taking it like a day at a time and seeing what happens from here on. I think.
Keep going.
I think by April, hopefully. That's really soon. Not by April.
Yeah.
Probably by May. But shit's crazy because they're saying like April 14th. That's ridiculous. This is not gonna be that short. This is gonna be a lot longer.
There's no way, man. I mean, basically, they're hoping that everybody's inside, but everybody's not inside. I just saw 2 people run by on their bike. You know what I mean? Like. Nah. It's not what it needs to be. And it can't be also. It's like nobody's fault and everything's just really weird right now. I just feel really lucky that I get to be out here for now. I basically covered rent and any bills I have to pay, and we're just eating the food that we had already spent money on, which is a bunch. Yeah, well, because everybody's in the same boat, right? So nobody's really, like, kind of hassling you or anything like that, I hope, right?
Everybody here is dope. We've just all really helped each other. Everybody brought what they had and just made a little community out here to help each other out.
Wow, that's cool, man. Well, so what are you going to do with, what about Cosmic Chaos? Have y'all been working on tunes, like, on your own, or?
Yeah, we were, like, writing an album the whole, like, ever since we got back from tour, and before that. Here's Ethan Bowie.
What? Yeah, look at that boy.
We were writing another record. We started writing another record a couple months ago. Before this one came out, before the last one came out, which was only like 2 months ago. That's nuts. It feels like so much longer.
Hey, Lara.
Yo. No. But Cosmic Chaos, yes, working on music. Caleb and I are out here, and we wrote and recorded a song yesterday. We have some Bowley features, some homie features. So
I think out here we're just gonna record an album compilation of songs and all together and put it out at some point. I've been also mixing and mastering the latest Peppermint Kiss songs, which are coming out on Secret Soup as soon as I'm done.
Yeah.
We were gonna wait to get tapes and have a show and stuff, but now it's just gonna be like whenever I finish it, I'll release it. You know?
Do you have a tape recorder or what? Oh.
No, I wish. But Sam does, or the Guma guys do.
Oh, so how are you recording everything to tape? You're just sending it to them? Like,
oh, no, I just meant put it out on tapes, because that's what James wants.
Right.
Yeah, we're not that cool. The Cosmic Chaos stuff we recorded on tape with Jim Campo, who plays in Magic Rockers and is a badass motherfucker, and Berkshire Hounds, motherfucker, and is also Nicole's boss at Hole in the Wall, and he is delivering food, I'm pretty sure, so if y'all need foods and you're around Hole in the Wall, food delivery. Essential worker. Jim Campo, I love Jim. He recorded our album on tape and it sounds amazing. We recorded it together and it was a really cool project. Just like spending time with him, I also learned a lot because he also does booking and just, you know, hanging out with the cool dudes in the scene for a while. Yeah,
it's super important to surround yourself with like minds for sure.
Yeah, it was a good like release. We would just talk about the same stuff and know about the same stuff. It was cool. I feel like I'd maybe tire out my friends about talking about this shit sometimes.
Yeah, me too, man. I feel like I bore them all the time. They're just like, all you do is talk about
Ethan
work.
and I will like geek out about engineering stuff and about booking stuff and about hating booking stuff and about loving it and about playing music together. Ethan is a bad motherfucker. Can I zoom?
Oh, I know that.
Oh, I can zoom, dude. I zoomed on you.
Yeah, with the percolator, with the with the bong.
What percolator?
You don't have to.
Honestly, a big stepping stone in the soup. Come here, Ethan, because the phone signal will break. But a big stepping stone in the soup was when Ethan Boley hit me up like 2 or 3 years ago, and he was like, "What did you say?"
I said something.
What is it?
Oh yeah, whenever we did Blood Nasty, dog. Shit.
And we
Alright, David, I love
right
you.
here in this barn.
I love you. Here's a hat.
Hey.
No Boley. Man, y'all smoking without me too? This is not even fair.
No, never.
That's cool. You're like, I don't smoke. Nope.
That's tobacco. We're really about the tobacco.
I didn't even realize you were doing that.
Oh, well, it's okay. It's just tobacco. I mean, I'm talking about tobacco. Yeah.
Exactly, dude. Duh, of course. Tobacco forever.
I always smoke my tobacco out of a gigantic bong. Every time.
Right? It's just a smoother hit. It's better for your lungs. COVID-19, baby.
You know, less chemicals.
Yeah, exactly. It's purified, baby. Percolator.
Hell yeah. All
Ethan and I
right.
did Blood Nasty out here, and we had like Being Dead, and who else played? And Chill Bill, and Mattresses when that was a thing before Cro-Magnus.
I fucking love that band so much.
Milberg Estates played. The Nomads played. They were so good, dude. I miss them. We almost released their album on Secret Soup, but then they were like, "We're not gonna be a band anymore."
Is that when everybody broke up? That was when Peyote Coyote broke up too, right?
Yeah, dude, that was sad. The last Peyote Coyote show at Saturnalia, everybody got a free shirt.
What?
Yeah, dude, I miss that.
Dude, that was... And now Carrie's in Sailor Moon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I need to clip it off.
Well, so what else? Tell me something juicy. What's one of your favorite places to play in Austin, Texas?
Chirp Charlie's!
Dang, right away.
Hotel Vegas, also. Hotel Vegas and Chirp Charlie's, like, were my favorite. Well, and Swan Dive. I love Swan Dive.
That sounds halfway political. That sounds like some politics right there.
I feel like I just have to do it because we love Swan. I do love Swan Dive, and Sean is a really great sound guy.
Yeah, Sean's amazing.
It's like, I feel, it's not that I don't like it, but I feel like every time I played Swan Dive, it's because I have the right to play there, because I work there, and I don't want it to be that way, you know?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I can't be like, oh, Swan Dive, because I know that every show I've put on there that I've wanted to play there, I've done it, you know? It's a different relationship of love. Different kind of love relationship. But I love Swan Dive. Swan Dive has done so much for my life, and Sean has done so much for my life, so ultimate love. But favorite venues to play, like, just, you know, for me, Cheer Ups and Hotel Vegas. Because they are so nice, and Cheer Ups is, like, the coolest. They pay really well, which is, like, feels nice to be appreciated, and, like, they are probably making money, too, because if they're paying us well, they have to be paying themselves well, you know? But it's just, like, a good show does well for everybody if it's fair, and they are really fair. So even though they sometimes take a long time to get back on you on checks, it's just because they're busy. It's what I've had to just learn to tell myself. They're busy too, and it's hard out here.
For sure.
But they pay you, and they pay you well, and the sound people are super nice, and almost all of them are in dope bands, like Holiday Music and the Modelo shirt one, Modo Deca. That one's cool.
I haven't heard of these bands.
Dude, they're awesome.
I gotta check them out for sure. Make sure you send them to me so I remember.
Holiday Music and Modo Deca. I'll post them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Chill Bill? So how's Chill Bill going? Because you're in Chill Bill as well, right?
Well, Chill Bill right now, we're all kind of in different places. Usually I would be home with Trey, which has been kind of sad because I wish it was Trey and I working on stuff together all the time. But he's been writing a bunch, and I'm sure he's been making a bunch of music through this time. The last time I went home, he was like recording the soundtrack for a movie that Sav made, and it's super sick. So he's always making music. But for Chill Bill, we were recording demos for an album, for our next album. And that's where we left off. I don't know how much of that has been done since, because I'm not very much part of the recording process. Trey plays all the drums and stuff. And I just come in at the end, I'm like, we should do this and not this, that, and then like just kind of sprinkle stuff, ideas on top.
Little sprinkles.
And then I sometimes mix it. I've mixed some of the stuff a little bit. I don't know when it was released.
Well,
but always working on music, basically. For Cosmic Chaos, we have like 5 or 6 songs for a new album. But still working on stuff. Haven't really started recording that. We've just been doing some like solo stuff with me and Caleb right now. We don't know if it'll go under Chaos right now or not.
Well, so what was the first song you ever had to learn? You ever learn for yourself? I mean, do you remember?
The White Stripes.
God,
I don't know. 7 Nation Army gonna hold me back.
Yeah.
There's a beepy here.
That's pretty cool. What is that? What is that?
A penis.
Oh, I see. Okay, put that down.
I'm sitting on a table.
Oh, okay. A bowling table, it looks like? Nah.
There's a bunch of shit on here.
That's cool.
Sorry, I get distracted so fast. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Continue.
Well, do you
First
have
song I learned, White Stripes Nation Army. 7 Nation Army.
Cool beans. What was the first instrument? Guitar?
Yeah. Guitar. No, the recorder. Classic.
Oh, wow, really? Oh, yeah. The little penny whistle?
The recorder. Yeah, I played the recorder. I was pretty badass. I really liked music class, but
I did too. That was my first grade. That was my first teacher.
Nice.
First music teacher.
I don't remember my first music teacher's name, but he was a really cool dude. He gave after-school drum lessons, but I was too small.
Where did you learn how to play drums? Because you play like pretty much every instrument, don't you?
Yeah, that's been like recent, like the last 3 years. Like ever since I moved here, I started playing with stuff.
You kind of started fitting in wherever you could, type of thing.
Yeah, I played guitar for a while, and then whenever I started hanging out with Trey, I had the access to the first bass I ever played. So then I started playing bass a bunch at his house. And then eventually I was like, yo, dude, you're a really good drummer. Teach me how to play drums. But then I was left-handed and it was really annoying because we had to switch the drum set. So now I play like a weirdo. And Trey pretty much taught me how to play drums like 2 years ago.
On the right side or what?
Well, I think it's set up right now. I can show you. It's like right side. The signal might die. We'll see. It's on the right side, but it's also with the ride on this side instead.
Oh yeah, I see that. Weird.
So when I'm playing,
the hi-hat's underneath it?
it's also here. It's also here. So I play open-handed.
Weird.
There's a dog back there. Mosey, what are you doing here? Oh my goodness. Oh, Mosey, no. Oh my goodness. This is a big dog.
He just like doesn't even notice. That's funny.
Oh my God. That is hilarious. Anyways, yeah, I play open-handed with the right on that side, and then, yeah.
You know, I've still not been out there, man. I need to go out there sometime. Can't believe it.
It's pretty sick. This is the barn. This is the records. And that's it. We used to have a couch here, but we just moved it into another trailer. There's this mushroom.
Yeah. Psychedelics.
Oh, Joe just painted this base.
Really?
Yeah, with some acrylic dripping paint.
Oh, shit, I see. Okay. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. Yeah, dude, we've just literally been doing whatever the fuck we want. We had beer Olympics the other day, and then we realized we ran out of all the beer we'd got. We played around stupid cup games or whatever, and then we played kickball, and then
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. That's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us.
Hell yeah.
They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch. And I know if I'm gonna have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. There's 6 inches in front of your face. Now I can't make you do it. You gotta look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now I think you're gonna see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals. That's football, guys. That's all it is. Now, what are you gonna do?